The doctor slapped them on the buttocks and they could cough out that first whang. In both cases, their parents wanted to influence them positively, but genetically, they were destined to be legends, fortunately and unfortunately. Conventional wisdom tells us that we can overcome nature with nurture, that by deliberately parenting our children, we can somehow affect their outcome. I'm here to tell you that you have a very small influence on how your children turn out. If that frightens you, I'm also here to give you some solace, because there are a few things you can do for children under the age of 7 to allow them to become their best selves. First, you want to acutely become aware of their natural way of behaving, which is called their temperament. Calibrate your parenting according to that temperament. Then you want to allow them to explore the world without specifically instructing them on what to explore. Now, I'm not saying that I can help you prevent your child from becoming a serial killer or help you mold your child into the next tech billionaire. What I can offer today is 2 tips to help you guide your child down their path to their best selves. Let's go back to temperament. I like to think of this as your personality foundation, and your experiences in life build upon that foundation to become the edifice that is you. Developmental psychologists have identified 3 temperaments in children. You have the easy or flexible child. 40% of children fall into this category. You have the difficult or feisty child. Only 10% of children fall into this category. Then you have the slow to warm up or fearful child. 15% of children fall into this category. In the case of Jeffrey Dahmer, his father noticed really early that he was emotionally withdrawn. Whenever Jeffrey would misbehave, he did as any parent would do. He punished him. I want to caution parents when punishing children, because you don't want to punish them for their natural way of behaving. It's definitely the parent's obligation to curtail any antisocial behavior, but there's a thin line between antisocial behavior and being a little bit too rambunctious or too shy for your taste. That's why it's important to recognize a child's temperament. In the grand scheme of things, children learn what's socially acceptable mainly from their peers, and they adjust their behavior accordingly. Now that you allowed the child to authentically express themselves, you can create that safe, supportive environment for them to explore. Scientifically, it's proven that children learn lessons deeply when they are allowed to imitate and observe the world around them. In fact, the Swiss clinical psychologist Jean Piaget, he constructed an experiment to prove just that. He placed 2 cups in front of a child, 1 cup taller and skinnier, 1 cup with water. So the standard cup, he poured the water in the taller, skinnier glass and asked the child, is there more water in this cup? Most children under the age of 7 said yes. And no amount of explaining would help them get that concept. Only when they were older and they were able to play with the cups and transfer the water back and forth did they understand the concept. Jean Piaget concluded that children learn in stages, and nothing you can do that can rush those stages of development. So I know this sounds daunting. All parents want the best for their children. Even one-day parents want the best for their children. I'm sure Jeffrey Dahmer's parents and Mark Zuckerberg's parents wanted the best for them. The best thing that you can do as a parent is to create that environment, that safe, loving, supportive environment for them to grow into their best selves. I'll leave you with this. there is a 0.00009% chance your child will be a serial killer. It's an even larger chance of them being a self-made billionaire at 0.00002%. So don't try to be the perfect parent. It's stressful. Just try to be the best parent you can be, because nature has already dealt your cards. Madam Toastmaster.